Sydney Harbour Bridge. But what we did was genius thing that we did was we walked around everything. Welcome to the bookish part of this vlog, in which I talk to you about the books that I brought with me to Sydney. And it's a struggle. Even if you go on a sort of a short vacation, we have this bookworm struggle about which book to take. Will there be enough books? Am I going to get bored? That's a fear. When you're moving cities, it's a whole different story altogether, because I've had to leave so many books behind. Like, most of my collection, 99% of my collection is back home in India, but there were some books that I managed to bring with me. There's quite a stack. I haven't even counted how many of them I brought. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 books. I finished reading 3. Yeah, because my reading is going that great. First, I'll talk about the books that I've already finished reading. The first book is Untangled Chords by Shreya Khan. This is a collection of poems, short stories and the like, and I already have a full video review of this book on my channel. If you'd like to go check it out, link here and in the description box below. And the second is Warlord of Ayodhya, Rebellion by Shatrujit Nath. This is the first in this series, and I absolutely had a ball reading this. Amazingly written, and Shatrujit Nath writes this with a sort of compassionate manner about Bharat, and I really love that. I can't wait for the second book to come out. And the next book is Translating Myself and Others by Jhumpa Lahiri. I finished reading this book. Look at the number of tabs. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I tabbed and annotated and wrote in it so much. Jhumpa Lahiri talks about her experience with translating her own works and with translating other works, and she has dissected a couple of short stories that she has translated in this one, and she talks about how translation is transforming the soul of one work into another form, and how it's very important to keep that soul intact. Jhumpa Lahiri being Jhumpa Lahiri, she does a fantastic job. Next, I'm so excited for this next book. It's called a very small new release called In the Language of Remembering by Aanchal Malhotra. Yeah, I have brought this brick with me. It was, I think, at the last moment when I was like packing my cabin baggage, and I saw this book sitting aside. I was like, I'm going to decide about this book later, but I saw this book sitting aside, and I was like, I can't go without taking this book. This is Aanchal Malhotra's new non-fiction book, in which she talks about partition and the inheritance of partition, and I'm really looking forward to it. I don't even know when I'll be able to finish it, because it's a chunker. Let me see, it has about 700 pages, but I will take my time with it, and I know that it's going to be a great read. Dreyer's English, An Utterly Correct Guide to Clarity and Style by Benjamin Dreyer. This is considered rated very highly in academic circles. I think I've heard a lot of good things about this book, and I'm not really sure what I personally am looking for in it, but I'm hoping that whatever I will find, it will help me. And I also have like 7 or 8 ideas for short stories and books that I am working on currently. I mean, see, at this point I have no idea if I'm going to publish those works or not, and I really don't care at this point. I just want to get done with it. Like, I want to have something in my hands. So this I brought with me because I wanted that push, I wanted that motivation, that encouragement, and I think this is going to be a great source of encouragement for me. At least I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Ow. Ha. Again, another book about writing, and that is Writing Badly is Easy by Amitabh Kumar. I kept it on my shelf and I said, one day I'm going to take this and I'm going to read it. I'm going to inhale this book. But that day never came. But this came with me to Sydney. So I think that's a sign or something. Of course, I brought another Jhumpa Lahiri, The Lowland. And okay, this is about two brothers, I think. This is about two brothers. That's all I can remember. But it's Jhumpa Lahiri. And you know how much in love with Jhumpa Lahiri I am of late. 84 Charing Cross Road by Helen Hanf. And this is, I think, an epistolary novel, autobiographical, I think this is. I'm not really sure. I think this is about a bookshop on 84 Charing Cross Road. Yes, that's what it is. Hold on. There's literally a bookstore on the cover. Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, and this is about creativity, and this was also on my 5-star predictions list if I'm not mistaken. And I see the pattern here. Like, half the books I brought was to motivate me. Australia, Very Short Introduction by Kenneth Morgan, and this I got just before I was leaving, and I was like, I've got to take this book because it would be a shame if I didn't. And the other one was Recipes for Sad Women by Hector Abad. I have a feeling that I'm going to annotate this as well, so that's saying something. I've also bought a few other books here. I bought them here, so you'll see that in my next book haul video. Let me rearrange them. So those, can you see all of them? Those were all the books that I brought from India to Sydney on my move, and I am super excited to read all of these books. Of course, I also have my Kindle and I have been reading on it. Yeah, so those were the books that I brought with me.
free. Cabin.